Good morning. Happy New Year, everybody. It's currently the 2nd of January, 9 a.m. I'm just doing my morning walk. So today's vlog, I wanted to do a full day of eating now that I am kind of back on track with my food, obviously after Christmas, New Year, and it will be a gluten and dairy-free version because obviously I'm still doing my mycotoxin protocol. I'm still waiting to get my gut test done, so obviously to support my thyroid, even though Hashimoto's is in remission, we are still carrying on that nutrition. So I want to show you what I eat. It's not exciting, but it works and it's what I enjoy. So yeah, the other thing that I wanted to show you all is what I look like after the festive period, hence why I have my sunglasses on right now, because I don't want anybody else to see me. I am very inflamed. My face, my joints, my knees are really bad. They've actually got better. They didn't hurt for a long time. Today I've woke up in a lot of pain. It's going to be leg day. But this isn't because of the food necessarily, because I still stuck to gluten dairy free over Christmas. It's more so the amount of alcohol that I consumed, and I don't really drink alcohol that often. Obviously we know for thyroid or any hormone problems it is not cracking, and obviously the conversion of T4 to T3 happens in liver. So are you all ready? Because I'm keeping it real as fuck. Okay, this is my face right now. We can see inflammation there, a lot of it because my eyelids are overlapping. We can see it here, my skin's bad. So yeah, this is the reality of it, and it's sad because people actually walk around like this every single day because of how they treat their bodies. But I'm going to show you what I eat in a day basically, and kind of take you on a full day with me today. So this is my beautiful walk in the creek. The sun is shining, but don't be fooled, it is absolutely freezing. I forgot my hoodie this morning. And then after my walk I am going to go and have my breakfast. So yeah, I'll see you all at home and I'll talk you through every meal, why I have it, what I have, and so on and so forth. Okay, so I just wanted to show you the inflammation in my knees. My lift is ready to go, you're gonna have to wait. The inflammation in my knees, you can see it here, how bad it is. Not cute. Looks like I've got 2 kneecaps. So meal 1 is pre-workout meal and also breakfast. Not too shabby if I'm honest. It's just egg whites, eggs and rice cakes. So don't judge me, presentation skills are not on point, okay? So there we go. Eggs. I'm probably going to put tomato ketchup on my eggs. I used to think that was weird. So what do you think to put in ketchup on eggs?
I think ketchup is absolutely delicious and it should go on everything.
Ista is a ketchup weirdo. She likes to have it on everything. So I am going to put ketchup on my eggs just because otherwise it's a little bit dry. I could have gluten-free bread, yes. However, eating gluten-free bread every day, again, is not advised. More so because it's got a load of shite in it. Like normal gluten, etc., we obviously want to keep away, but gluten-free bread is just full of additives. It's a lot higher calorie, a lot higher sugar, just to try and make it taste nice. So if I have gluten-free bread, it'll be on an occasion where, you know, I'm either out for breakfast, anything like that. So I tend to have rice cakes, try to keep it as whole as possible. And you know what, I'm used to eating that breakfast now, I've had it for so long, but it's not too big because we go train after and I don't want to feel too full. So I'm going to have this, do a bit of work, and then head to the gym, so I'll see you there. I actually can't cope with my face. It's not cute, but I said I would show up for YouTube, so I'm showing up, even in my worst and best states. So with breakfast, I obviously take my supplements as well, omega-3, which are holy grail of good skin and everything else, with breakfast always. Then I also take KPV. I don't know if I should be showing people my supplements because I don't want people to go and buy them. Please don't. Like omegas you should all take for sure, but things like KPV, it's a peptide. I'm using it for my mycotoxin protocol, and I also take what else do I take? Selenium, obviously to support thyroid health. I'm not going to tell you the doses though, because again, it's very person dependent. And I take quercetin as well, and that is more so for my mycotoxin protocol. So they are my morning supplements that I take with breakfast. Okay, so I'm just getting ready to go to the gym. Got my ice cold water, because who likes to drink warm water other than iced? I feel like I'm drowning. Electrolyte.
You're promoting health over there and you're probably poisoning your belly.
I'm poisoning my belly with cold water. It's just my preference, okay? But electrolytes for the gym always. A good set of electrolytes is super important, because a lot of electrolytes out there actually are crap. If you look at the panel, you know, there's nothing but sweeteners and shite in them. So I use Dr. Dean's supplement needs ones. These are pineapple flavour. And they are very good, so I take that with me to the gym to keep me hydrated, especially first thing in the morning. Really important to hydrate when you wake up, and it is only 10 o'clock, so we're hydrating for the gym. And because obviously I'm doing saunas as well, I'm probably going to have another serving of that later. But yeah, highly recommend these. So I'm just on my way to the gym on my own. I decided not to train today, so I'm going solo. But since I'm doing obviously a full day of eating gluten and dairy free to support thyroid and hormones, I wanted to explain as to why it's important that we eat gluten and dairy free, okay? Hang on a second. So when it comes to gluten, it can trigger an autoimmune response, and that is because gluten is very similar to thyroid tissue, okay, so then it gets attacked. Now, dairy can be very similar because the structure of it, the molecular structure, is similar, okay? Now, it's not for everybody. Not everybody needs to be gluten and dairy. It is very person dependent, depending on a lot of things in terms of symptoms, gut health, because obviously gut health is compromised. When we have Hashimoto's, a lot of people have leaky gut, and therefore they are intolerant, as they think, to dairy. So it's not that you need to stop eating these things forever, because you could potentially eat them again, but you need to get into remission, heal your gut, and then slowly reintroduce these things. So, you know, I have been on this journey of gluten dairy free for like 4 years gluten, 3 years dairy maybe. But I know that I will be able to eat dairy again. Gluten I don't really care for that much, I'm over it. But yeah, that's the reason. I don't think there's anything else that I need to add to that. So I will drive to the gym. Obviously, I'm not going to record whilst I drive. And I will see you there. I am going to train legs. The workout that I've got today, I'm meant to have squats, but my knees can't take it. So I'm going to have to alter my workout a little bit because they are severely inflamed. And look at this. That's how I know I'm inflamed. But here it is. So see you all at the gym. The little bird is burgeoning. How beautiful. It is a little bit hazy today. Right, we have arrived at the gym. I say we, me. And I just wanted to kind of talk you through what session I'm going to do, because I don't think I'm going to film it. I'll save that for another vlog. But obviously it was legs, and with the knee pain and inflammation, I'm going to probably have to adjust things. So I'm meant to do leg extension, which I should be able to do, just a little bit lighter. Smith machine squats, which I've actually been really progressing in really well recently, but since my knees are killing, I will probably not be able to squat at all. So I will more than likely replace that with some sort of glute or hamstring movement, because that doesn't bother my knees. Then we've got a closed stance leg press, potentially be able to do that, depends how I angle my feet and which machine I use as well, so I'll see. Reverse lunge will be absolutely fine. Hyperextension, again, fine. And then glute kickbacks, which will be absolutely fine. So the only ones that I'm probably going to adjust is the Smith machine squat and leg press, potentially. This is why I have lost my quads. I used to have really juicy quads. I used to be very quad dominant. But since my knee pain's been going on for like 2-3 years, it has been much better recently. So I am starting to build up the strength there. But yeah, I've lost my quads completely because most of my leg sessions are glute and hamstring focused. So yeah, I'm going to go train, and then I will see you back at home for my post-workout meal. So for meal 2, which is a post-workout meal, we've got the good old chicken and rice. You know what, I don't care what anybody says, I actually love chicken and rice if it's done right. So we've got seasoned chicken, because if you don't season your food, you are not okay. So we've gone in with a bit of salt, pepper, paprika, onion powder, and then jasmine rice. No other rice is as good as jasmine rice, and I like it really sticky, so slightly overcooked and starchy. Again, people are probably going to cancel me for that, but I enjoy it, so that's all that matters. I think the reason why people don't like chicken and rice is because they don't cook it right and they don't season it well. You can have chicken and rice in so many different ways, depending on how you season your chicken, which you can do many different ways, and what you add to it, like the veg, etc. So yeah, I'm going to show you the end result again. Presentation is not the main thing here, it's how it tastes. And by tasting that rice, which I used to put on by the way, it's very fucking salty. We love salt, but I think she's gone a bit too much. And in Poland we say if somebody loves you salts your food too much, that means they love you. No. So no, you don't love me. No. She's got her AirPods in, but she's listening.
Guys, we're starting a YouTube channel.
Are you starting YouTube too?
Yeah. Please follow and subscribe and unsubscribe to Dawn. I got it.
What did you make your first episode on?
Leveling up in 2026.
Well done. All the nice stuff. Help me level up, yeah? Now, to make your chicken and rice, the best chicken and rice you've ever had, first of all, obviously you need to salt your rice. Sounds obvious, but people don't do it. But coconut oil. Put coconut oil in your rice. Make it sticky. So nice. Aista, what do you think to adding oil to foods?
If you have fats, it's gonna make you fat. So.
Yeah, that's not the case.
Give me some extra.
Aista needs the calories. Fats are super important for hormone health. And when I talk about fats, I mean healthy fats like olive oil, coconut oil, avocados, that sort of thing. You don't want to be obviously having like trans fats and unhealthy fats, just healthy fats basically. And the other thing that me and Aista love to add to our meals, pickles. Honey pickles. We are foreign, so we have literally pickles with every meal. People might judge, but they're just haters, if I'm honest. I do eat veg, but not too much. I find that veg bloats me, more so raw veg, just due to stomach issues, so which are still in the process of being fixed. But yeah, I'll show you the end result in a second once I've finished cooking. And the end result: chicken, coconut oil with rice, and some pickles. Yum! I'm coming! So one thing I really like to do is post bigger meals, go for a 10-minute walk. It really helps with digestion, and I feel like if you've got any hormone problems, you're more than likely to suffer with digestion issues. So it's really good for your blood sugar control as well, okay? Now, one thing I wanted to talk about when it comes to nutrition is going gluten dairy free. People might think it is boring. Now, my full day of eating today is not the most exciting, and that is out of choice, okay? I just find it much easier to have simple meals that are quick to make because my days are quite busy with gym, with work, calls, etc. So for me it just works, and I like routine. Hello sir. I like routine, and I do like to eat the same thing every day. I'm a creature of habit. Now, I will do more YouTube vlogs on more exciting meals that I make when I have more time, maybe on weekends. But as it stands during the week for me, it's just not worthy of my time. So I try to make the simple meals that I have quite exciting. When I say exciting, I mean like, you know, chicken and rice to people might be boring. Adding coconut oil, seasoning very well will make it different. You know, later I'll have steak and chips. I'll kind of show you how I make it. But with the same ingredients, you can make so many things. With chicken and rice, you can make egg fried rice. You can make what else? Dom's brain fog. You can make sushi, right? Chicken sushi, of course you can. You can make like a pulled chicken taco one in the slow cooker. There's so many things that you can do with the same ingredients. You just need to get creative, which is obviously, I give my clients more creative meals, but for when it's me, I'm not that bothered, and that's just me as a person. But you know, you can have a rice noodle chicken stir fry. Again, more excitement, right? So I will do a more exciting one. Maybe I'd have to clip a few days so I'm not spending hours in the kitchen on one day. But yeah, gluten dairy free is not that bad. I remember when I got diagnosed and I decided that I had to go gluten dairy free, I was not very happy, but it's just like second nature now. It doesn't really bother me that much. But anyway, I will see you for my next meal, snack, whatever it is I decide to have. What snack do I want? It's your ass in the camera. So we're having an afternoon snack, which is for Dom a decaf coffee, for Ista a normal coffee, because she seems a moody bastard. I don't know what's wrong with her.
No, she just doesn't like being on camera and you keep up behind the camera.
You're behind me, I'm recording. So we've got a decaf coffee, and can I have a date, please? We have a serious date obsession. Thank you very much.
60 calories.
Medjool dates. Technically, right, if you look at the macros in this, apparently one date has 15 grams of carbs. But these are small.
Yeah.
So I would say this one, dropped it. This one's potentially got maybe 10 grams of carbs. But either way, little mid-afternoon / late afternoon snack with work. And then probably the next meal, we are going to have din-dins. Right guys, we are back with another meal. I should have had a meal in between that, but I went out on a walk, got stuck in traffic, so I've actually missed my shake, which I might potentially have later. So dinner is sweet potato. Why are those fireworks?
Boom, 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 boom.
Those fireworks are so loud. Let's see if we can see them, if we make it in time. Oh, of course, I come to the window and they stop. Anyway, we've got sweet potato chips, steak, which I've really enjoyed cutting up into pieces and then eating, mushies, and of course, pickles. So steak, mushrooms, pickles, lettuce, balsamic, and sweet potato. Again, very simple, very delicious and tasty, and it's all whole foods. So no gluten, no dairy, just deliciousness. So I'm gonna eat this, and then I will touch base when I'm having my evening snack with Ista, when we have our cup of tea. And I'll probably have my shake then, just to get my protein in, because I'm definitely low in proteins today. See you then. Right, so the final meal, I wouldn't even call this a meal, it's a snack.
The best.
The best last meal snack of the day. I was supposed to have a protein shake during the day, but ran behind on my day, and I'm definitely not hungry for that. So today we are under calories a little bit, so I'll make it up with some melon. So I'm gonna have honeydew melon, because it is low in histamine. Now I am trying to reduce the amount of histamine that I'm having, because my skin has been breaking out, and we think it's related to the amount of histamine that I've been eating, which is in things like avocados, dark chocolate, dates, pineapple, etc. I still have a small amount, I've reduced it significantly. So my other part of my snack is a dark chocolate and a date, and then a cup of tea with some almond milk, because dairy free and all that. So yeah, we're gonna relax, watch some TV, have a cup of tea, have our little routine. And if your coach tells you you're not allowed to snack, sack them. Sack them, because how annoying is it, Ista, when like coaches say, no, you can't eat this, you can't eat that. If you're tracking it into your calories and your macros, for example.
You know what? It's not annoying, because they come to us and they can have all that. So.
Well, that is very true. Ista's having Oreos, for example. Obviously, I can't have Oreos.
Yeah.
And she tracks that into her daily calories. So you can sit down in the evening, have a cup of tea, and have some snacks, as long as it's within your daily calories. So I'm going to do exactly that and enjoy it. See you in the next vlog.